Welcome to Sky Level Mindset. My name is O'Shea Abney, your leadership coach and motivational speaker. And let me tell you, I'm very excited for today's episode. And really, I'm excited for all of these episodes. You know why? Because it's the growth. This is helping me grow with you, and hopefully, you are growing with me. You know what I mean? This is significant to what I want to do as a man, as a father, and as a husband. If there's anything that I can talk on, or if there's anything that I need help with that you think you could help me with, put it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation about it. I'd be more than happy to connect. You know what I mean? So, I anything that I say on here isn't set in stone. It's not verbatim. It's just a guy speaking to you, having some fun. I'm not the best when it comes to grammar. I'm not the best when it comes to any type of academics. I'm just good at sports and what I put my mind to. And that sports has put me in a competitive mindset, which I'm not against the next guy, but I am in a team. And I am in a team with the next guy, and I'm in a team with you. So I hope you just have some fun. So, starting off with this episode, the topic is being true to yourself. And here are a few ways that have helped me be true to myself, starting off with self acceptance. And that is just accepting all my quirks, all of my stupidness, all of my funny, and my big feet. If you know me, your boy has wide feet. And it took me a long time to be comfortable in my own skin because wide feet's something you just can't change. That's something you're stuck with. So growing up, I would I would always kind of be scared to go to like the beach or something like that, to the pool party, because you can only rock slides for so long until they're like, why are you swimming with slides on? It makes no sense. So I had to kind of just be comfortable with myself and understand that everybody has their own situations. There's some good looking dudes out there. There's some good looking girls out there with no flaws, but you got to accept yourself. You have to love yourself with those flaws. So, me having big feet has definitely helped me love myself. It took a lot of growing time, but at the end of the day, I do love myself. And another thing that has helped me be true to myself is just overcoming social experiences or expectations. When I moved out to California back in 2007, one, I'm from Boise, Idaho. So I didn't know there was a lot of color out there, which was great. I was very happy, but I just didn't know. So when I got out there, I was kind of blindsided. Coming from Boise, Idaho, there's not a lot of culture. I'll just leave it at that. So I was very unfamiliar with everything going on out there. But thank the Lord above, my mom's from Philly, so I do know a little bit of a little bit, but I did not know a lot. It's all good though. I met a good crowd out there, and they kind of put me under their wing, which brings me to the whole point of overcoming that expectation. When I told them where I was from, because that's what people be saying out there, where you from? I I would tell them Boise, Idaho. First they'd be like, where is that even at? And then they'd be like, oh, Iowa. It's not Iowa. But then they'd be like, there's no black people out there, there's no color out there, there's nothing out there, no culture. And I was like, well, yeah, whatever. But they soon to see that I was still one of them, even though I came from a different area, if that makes any sense. Like, I was able to overcome that expectation kind of on both sides of the Richter, because I didn't know how to approach people from California. I was born and raised in Boise, Idaho, and I had never moved or even gone anywhere outside of the state. So I didn't know how to interact culturally with my people out there, with anyone out there, you know what I mean? Not just black people, with anyone. So it was super cool to kind of experience that, kind of overcome that, and for me to be out there and feel like I was gonna get judged and everything like that. It never happened. Yeah, they would roast me bad sometimes. I'm talking, I would go home and I'd be like, man, I don't want to go back to school. Oh shoot, you know what? Thinking about this, my people, my hair probably messed up. I just took a cold shower, jumped right on here, so your boy could have this upbeat energy. So if my hair's messed up, make some funny jokes in the comments. And this kind of ties me into the jokes and the roasting out there in California. Like these dudes would roast me so bad, I'd go home and I'd be like, man, they just don't like me. They just really don't like this dude from Boise, Idaho. But then I would go to school the next day after not wanting to go to school, and they would embrace me with like full of love. And I'd be like, whoa, these guys really do like me. It's just a thing. It's just you're able to roast someone and just make fun of them and them be okay. You know what I mean? Because it's all coming out of love. It's no hostility. It's nothing like that. There's hands for that. You know what I mean? We catch fades for that. You know what I mean? We argue for that. We don't roast for that kind of stuff. So it was super cool to kind of dive into the culture like that and kind of overcome that kind of social expectation on both sides. And last but not least, personal growth and development, but personal growth and discovery. I discovered so much about myself going out there to California that I ever would have, or let me say this, I figured myself out way more than I would have staying in the States. And I want you guys to kind of understand when I jump on here, it's not really scripted. I'm just kind of speaking on my heart and my feelings at the time. I want to become a motivational speaker, so I'm going to have to talk on stage at some point in time. I'm going to have to make sure that I'm ready to go live at some point in time. So this is how I'm kind of working on it. So if you guys see me pause like I just did or kind of stumble, it's just because your boy's getting ready and I'm not editing none of this stuff. I edited a lot of my videos prior to this, but it took a lot of time out of my day. Like I said, I'm a father, a husband, and I have one on the way, so I don't have too much time to do a whole bunch of editing. I just have time to get my message across. And being in California, I discovered a lot about myself, which made me a better man coming back to Idaho. I still moved back when I was in high school around that time, so I had a lot of growth out of high school to get me to the point where I'm at right now. But without that experience going to California, I probably wouldn't be anywhere close to where I'm at to this day. So, those are three things that have helped me out with being true to myself. If you guys think you can work more in those areas, I highly suggest you should. Self-acceptance, you can't love yourself more. You can't accept yourself too much. Start there. Start really enjoying who you are and have fun with it. Put a smile on your face. If you stumble, pick yourself back up with a smile on your face. Enjoy the world. There's going to be sunny days, there's going to be rainy days. The only thing that you can change is your mentality during those situations. Overcoming expectations, especially social expectations. All this social media stuff isn't holding you to a higher expectation. You hold yourself to a high expectation. So make sure you don't have external people skewing your mind on what you should do or who you should be. Be yourself, follow your heart, and follow your spiritual intuitions. And personal growth. There's not enough personal growth. Start small. Do the easy things so then down the journey you can do the hard things. Start off with making your bed. Start off with drinking an extra glass of water. Do the small things, change your diet, and then go to the gym. And then tackle that huge thing that you've been putting on the back burner for a while. Then you can do what you actually wanted to get done. But you got to start off small. And personal growth, you can't do too much of personal growth. And once you do that, you're going to discover yourself. I can almost guarantee it. Like I said, these are all suggestions. I really can't guarantee anything, but I can almost guarantee a lot of things. I hope you guys had some fun on this episode. I know I did. I stumbled a lot, but guess what? I still had a smile on my face. If you guys want to talk about anything, drop it down in the comments. I'm posting this stuff every single day. If you want me to talk about something, I'll talk about it. Stay tuned. I will talk more about base jumping. I will talk more about skydiving. It's just the weather's kind of bad, and I'm not going to do a lot of edits, so it's going to be kind of on the go. You're going to see the whole thing, and it needs to be good weather for me to go out there and do the whole thing. Anyways, I hope you all had a good one. Sky level mindset. Like the last episode, I'm going to find something to say, y'all. I'm going to find something to say. Y'all have a good evening.